Hello and welcome to the channel, Ruckosaurus Rex, where we discuss and review all things dinosaur and other prehistoric animals. How you guys doing? You see what we got going on today? We've got another PNSO offering, and strangely enough, it's another Carcharodontosaur. This is the all-new Mungo the Meraxes, and as of this recording, it's been revealed that PNSO is, well, quite frankly, they've gone crazy. They've gone Carcharodontosaur crazy because number 70, at least I believe that's going to be number 70. Sometimes they actually skip and then go back with their numbers, but I'm assuming it's number 70. They're coming out with a Mapusaurus. If you saw my last video, then you know that I actually was talking about how I wanted a Mapusaurus, and then lo and behold, a day or two later, it gets announced that they're indeed putting out a Mapusaurus. And I'm not quite sure, but I believe it's going to be the first model of a Mapusaurus anywhere. I can't recall a Mapusaurus being made anywhere, but I could be wrong about that. Collect Day or someone else may have come up with one. What I do know is that it'll be my first one, but it'll take probably 3 weeks at the earliest, a month, before it'll be in hand, because they're available in China. So even if I were to order one now, it would take about 2 to 3 weeks to get to me. And yeah, so but that's getting ahead of ourselves. Let's talk about Mungo the Meraxes, and you see the illustration there on the box. Very nice color, and this is kind of new and unusual for PNSO. This type of paint apps right here. This is definitely not the norm for PNSO, but I'm here for it. It looks great. We'll see what it looks like when we get it open. And then there you have, you've got that on the top. That's the side, and on the other side, it's repeated what it's doing. So that's how it goes down. With that, let's see if we can, so we can at least see Mungo from the lights trying to gleam in. So without further ado, let's get Mungo open and see what's going on. As is typical with PNSO, we get the informational booklet that accompanies the model, and of course it has, as I just stated, information about Mungo, and it has illustrations as well. You see, you got that right there of the model. Basically, look at the skull, or what we know of the skull, and more illustrations there. Pretty cool. You get even more, and then how to draw. They give you some anatomical information there, and so on and so forth. So as always, that's what we get with all of the PNSO models. We even get a poster, and looking pretty consistent, the coloration there. So this is looking very, very nice. And as always, with the bipedal, the theropod dinosaurs, we get a base to display it, because over time the legs tend to warp. Even though initially most of the bipedal dinosaurs stand well on their own, but over time, and especially in the summertime, I can never stress that enough. The summertime in your homes, where the heat it just floats right there in whatever room you have your figures or models displayed. The plastic will get soft, the PVC will get soft, and those legs will warp. So definitely display your figures with this stand. And here we have our guy Mungo on our rotating base, and you could see what it is. This is very impressive for a number of reasons. One, just like we saw on the packaging, the coloration for this model is it's different, and it's just great. I am here for it. I love these color apps on this Meraxes. And the other thing is, it looks like what we saw on the packaging. Kudos to PNSO. They must have been hearing us, because for the longest, what we saw in the packaging was not what we were getting within the packaging. But we can't say that this time. And they've gotten it right a few times with their last few releases. Definitely with their Therizinosaurus and their Dinocyrus for sure, as well as 2.0 Lucas the Giganotosaurus. And here we are with Mungo the Meraxes gigas. They should have put that on the box, because it's just a cool name when you say the whole thing, Meraxes gigas. So only dinosaur heads would know that that's a dinosaur, because there is no saurus or raptor or don at the end of its name, but this is what we have here. So yeah, looking pretty good. We're going to get Mungo off the base and see what's what. And now that we've got Mungo off the base and just stationary there, so we can really take in those paint apps. I'm really feeling this this color scheme right here. Bravo to PNSO. But let's take a measurement of our Meraxes gigas. We are talking about, this model is about a foot long, which is supposed to be scaled at 1/35th scale. So if you did your calculations, that means that our guy Mungo here is representative of a 35-foot long animal, which puts it right there in the 1/35th scale. Meraxes gigas was estimated to be between 33 and 36 feet long. So we have got it going on in terms of accuracy with its size. So it should scale well with the other your other PNSO figures that are truly 1/35th scale and other 1/35th scale models. So that'll be cool for that. In terms of Mungo himself, let's take a look at that skull. So looking up close to our guy here, I wonder if I can get closer without that's about as good as I'll get it right there without losing focus. But you can see for yourselves, this is definitely a Carcharodontosaurid. You know, all of the familiar characteristics, the way the snout is, the crests above the head, the lower jaw that's almost kind of overextended. If you look at the lower jaw, you see it's very similar to that of a Giganotosaurus, the way right down there, how it kind of protrudes out. Looking at the front end, let me back it up now so we don't lose focus. You see on the crest there. But let's talk about those colors. First, we'll start with the eye. The eye is painted like a gold color, and of course a black pupil, I was about to say iris. And the whole base of the body is like a bluish gray. It's gray, and then you have some blue tones there on the belly, and then of course you got that charcoal gray striping. Very simplistic in terms of not too many crazy colors, but the application and the design is, to me, top notch right there. You could tell I'm fawning over this, because this is unusual for PNSO when we get colors like this. So they're to be celebrated and commended. Very nice. Look at that snout. You see you've got some dark shading there. It shows the scaling on the snout there. You can see the nostrils looking very nice, looking straight on. Our articulated jaw goes down, and you see all the teeth, nicely painted, individually so sculpted. Got some nice detail to them. And then of course that mouth, you see it's got the nice wet look. And go under there, maybe, just maybe, we can see, yes, right there, if you look, we've got the sculpted nostrils, nasal passageways, wet tongue. Very, very nice there. Very nice. Got the jaws, the attaching flesh for the jaws, looking very nice. Then of course going down, Meraxes had some very, very small arms, rivaling that of a Tyrannosaurus Rex for small arms. And it's crazy because they are, proportional, because Meraxes, you already heard, I gave you the estimations, 33 to 36. So it was considerably smaller than a Tyrannosaurus Rex, which is about 13 meters or 43 feet long. At the as far as the largest specimen is concerned, Scotty, over there in Japan. But you can see the how small those forearms are. 3-digit claws. That the paint, I'm still just swooning over the paint. You could see you've got some more of that bluish hue right there on that hind limb. It goes down and it just melts into that gray. Then we get to the feet there. And now the thing about the feet, I'll have to turn to the other side so you can see what I'm talking about here. And I'll tilt it. Meraxes was also known for it's known as the sickle-clawed Carcharodontosaurid. If you look at that second toe, you see how long it is compared to the other 2 digits. And then, of course, you've got the dew claw that tends to flow back, which is not necessarily unique, but it's unusual for theropods. Never mind just Carcharodontosaurids. But yeah, so you have that. Looking at them from the other side, it looks spectacular. We've got the whole thing, it's maintaining the same pattern throughout. Very, very consistent. Turning it around, you saw that. So yeah, there's not much to really talk about in terms of the different colors. And in this case, that's a good thing. So I guess I got to go closer up because I did have it zoomed in. But yeah, let's zoom out and let's witness Mungo in all of his glory. Here's Mungo with our human that's at that scale. It's either 1/35 scale or maybe 1/40, but it's close enough that you can see how large a Meraxes would be compared to a human being. Now it's time for some comparisons. We're going to kick this off with the type species that this subgroup of theropods is named for, Carcharodontosaurus itself. If there's one thing, if you're looking at it and you could see that Meraxes is standing taller, that's because one of the attributes of Meraxes was it had some long legs. So it was pretty quick for its size, and yeah, they look pretty good together. Next up, we have Acrocanthosaurus. It's got the high spines there. It was also a Carcharodontosaurid, early Cretaceous, and they were about the same length. And of course, these two look good together. And bringing up the rear for now is the Giganotosaurus Lucas 2.0, whom we've just recently reviewed. And the Giganotosaurus were among the largest of the Carcharodontosaurids, surpassed possibly only by Carcharodontosaurus itself. And that's the main reason why I hope PNSO they have a redo of their Carcharodontosaurus gamba. But we'll wait and we'll see. And of course, we have the almost obligatory comparison between whatever it is we're reviewing and Wilson 2.0, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And you can clearly see the size difference, both the size of the heads and the bulk of the body. You can't really tell the length because of how I've got them in frame here, but you can see what it is. The T-Rex is just dominant, as it should be. And so in conclusion, the PNSO, Mungo the Meraxes Gigas. I still say they should have put Gigas in the title, but it is what it is. That's what he's called. That's what I'm calling him. This is a great model right here. It's another Carcharodontosaurid, and I'm here for that. And the paint scheme, PNSO done an exemplary job with the paint scheme. It's simple in terms of The coloration, there's not very many colors, but the application is top notch. Moreover, it matches what we see on the box, on the packaging. You got to love that. What you see is what you get with Mungo the Meraxes, and I am here for it. Our Carcharodontosaur family is growing, and it's going to continue to grow. As I've already reported, we're getting a Mapusaurus. Mila, the Mapusaurus, is going to be a female. Crazy thing is, her name is Mila. Here's a fun fact. Mila is the name of the son of Godzilla, for any kaiju heads out there. So if you didn't know that, now you know. If you don't know, now you know. And here's I'll let you in on a little secret. About a month ago, from a company who I will not reveal at this time. It's really one man. It's his company, and he's an excellent paleo artist and sculptor. And I commissioned him to make yet another Carcharodontosaurid, Tyrannotitan. Oh yes. And wait until you see what this guy looks at. And it's going to be at 1/35 scale. So it's going to be around the same size as the Giganotosaurus. That's pretty cool. And I do have another commission from this company. And it's another Titan. And it's from the same, close to the same area as Meraxes and Giganotosaurus and Mapusaurus are from, as in South America, Argentina. I got Pataga Titan coming too, and believe it or not, that's going to be 1/35 scale. Now, anybody knows anything about these titanosaurs, you know that they were truly big boys, and this is going to be 1/35 scale. So that's going to be a sizable model. I have to think about how I'm going to review that guy. But that's a story for another time. That won't be done for another month or so. So we'll get to it then when that happens. Anyway, this is Mungo the Meraxes. And I don't know what else I could say about how great this model is. I'm totally loving it. You see, I've been gushing over it the whole time. And I am so glad that it's part of my collection. Great looking model, paint scheme is banging, and you can't beat that name. It's yet another excellent dinosaur name, Meraxes gigas. I love it. Anyway, guys, please like the video, share, definitely do that so people won't miss out. They can see what we're seeing, and comment below. What do you think about Meraxes? What do you think about PNSO and them getting having this color scheme and it matching what we see on packaging? So yeah, let me know about that. Any critiques, criticisms, or questions, hit me in the comments below. You want to be notified when I upload another video. There's a bell down there too, so hit that as well. And do not forget to subscribe if you have not done so already. We're moving slow. I'm trying to do what I can to get us moved up, but we're creeping along. But my dedicated and faithful, you're still here with me, and I appreciate you to no end. I thank you. And on that note, you guys, you take care until next time.